All right, I'm going to do one more flask for this little scene, and this one's going to be sort of a rectangular one. You could use this as a product bottle if you wanted to, or an eye drop bottle, or a magic potion like me. So I'm going to bring in a cube, and I'm just going to bring it up, go into edit mode, select this bottom face. I'm going to look from the front, and I'm going to switch back to global. I'm going to scale that down like that. I'm going to select the top, look from the front, and I'm going to extrude up a little ways. Certainly not as far as this. I'm going to press S and I'm going to scale it in nice and small like that. Control R to put an edge loop there and there. And the reason I did that is because I want 4 quads right there. I press 3 for face selection and C for paint select, and click there, and I get all of those. I'm going to right click, choose loop tools, circle, and I've got a circle there now. Look from the front, I'm going to press E to extrude and come up just a little ways, X faces, and I'll delete those. So there's a start. Now I'm going to press 2 for edge selection and hold down Shift and Alt and click all of these corners here. I'm going to bevel those, so Control B, I'm going to pull to about there. I'm going to roll my mouse up 1, and I'll come in a bit, just like that. Shift and Alt and click there. Control B, use the same. And that's good right there. Press 3 for face selection and C for circle or paint select. And I'm going to delete that whole bottom face right there, or all those faces. Shift Alt and click there, and edge selection. F to make a face. So beginning on there, and Control B, bevel, and pull up like that. Okay, with that done, I'm going to press Control 2 for 2 subdivisions and shade smooth. I'm going to bring an edge loop up to here just to tighten that a bit. And that's our basic shape so far. All right. I'm going to come back up here, and in edge selection, Shift and Alt and click there. And because I beveled, that's not a perfect circle anymore, so I'm going to make that a circle again. And you can see that my edges are going off all over the place. I'm going to RZ, rotate in the Z, and just pull and try to just make these a little bit straighter. I'm not sure that's really necessary, but that just looks nicer to me. Okay. I'm going to take that and I'm going to extrude up again, just like that. Maybe just to about there. Okay. So we got our basic shape. Let's come over here and add solidify now. I'm going to drag it up to the top, and I'm going to put 0.03, but I think I will go in negative. So it will be like that. Just before I apply that though, I'm going to make a new collection. I'm going to call this Flask 4 as a collection. This is my glass right here, so I'll just call it glass. And I'm going to look from the front, and I'm going to make a copy, Shift D. This is going to be my liquid. Okay, so with that one selected, I can actually hide the glass. I'm going to go in, select it all, and use the bisect tool. I think I'm going to have my liquid come up to about there. Try that. Clear outer. Scale Z0 to make sure it's straight. And I'm going to take this, I'm going to press F to make a face. And I think let's try bevel. Hopefully that's going to be okay for my liquid. We'll see. I'm going to bring back the glass and look from the front. I'm on the liquid, so I'm going to delete the solidify. Come in. I'll go into wireframe, S to scale, make it a bit smaller. We'll see how that works with that space at the bottom. Okay, so back to this with solidify on it. Actually, I think I better look again with solidify. I might want to scale this a bit bigger now. Let's try that. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and apply the solidify. Come up here. And I'm just going to drag an edge loop in. And before I do anything else, I'm going to bring an edge loop up here. Shift Alt and click those E and Alt S and push. Have it come out a nice distance, a nice round spout or whatever. And that's basically what I'm going to do for that, I think. Okay. I'm going to create a cork for this, so Shift D, P to break it out, scale it a bit, let's bring it in so I can see it, bring it down into there, extrude it up, scale it out. F to make face, Control B, like that. Okay, shade smooth, focus just on that, and we'll fill in the bottom. F, Control B, and we are done. Let's select all that, bring it over to join the party. I'm going to scale that down, maybe about that size. Let's see, let's bring that over, maybe there. Let's look through the camera, make it a bit smaller. And let's see, maybe I'll put it in behind actually. See how that would look, just in there. Let's get this thing, let's rotate that in the Z just a little bit. Okay, let's get this thing some materials. And so the way we'll do that is we'll select that and then hold Shift and that, Control L materials because materials are already made. Select that and then that, Control L materials. We'll hide this, we'll hide that, we'll take this, select that, Control L materials. Let's have a look at that. Okay, we're just going to change this one though. So let's press there. Let's call this liquid 4. And when we know, let's go up for something like that. There we go. So we're going to do a little render of that and see if we like it. And here's my happy gang of flasks. So we've got the round one with the flat bottom. Can't really see that here, but it's there. We've got this one which we did originally with the rope around it and the bead. We've got this interesting shape one with the gold on it, and we've got this somewhat rectangular one, all with a different magic potion. All right, so that's 4 different flasks that you could use in your magic scene, or you could use in some kind of a medical scene if you were doing a laboratory glassware or something along those lines. All right, so thanks very much for watching. We'll move on to something else.